So we've got our race magnets for Autocross Sunday, but you don't want to just slap them on a relatively dirty surface. So we're gonna get it cleaned up and go ahead and slap these on. We don't need them for the road rally tomorrow, but the car's gonna be really dirty when we get home, and we're not gonna have time to hit a car wash before we have to take off for Autocross the next day, so.
So what are you gonna do when you gotta put something on your car and it's already dirty? Can't just go back to the car wash.
We're gonna rub the dirt in. So we're gonna clean it up real quick, and it's an excellent time to talk about today's sponsor, Shine Armor.
Shine Armor was nice enough to send us over some products. This right here is their Graphene ceramic spray. They also sent us over this synthetic clay bar, and they sent us over some microfiber towels. So let's see how they work.
We're gonna see how this stuff does, but we're also not about blindly posting biased reviews, so we are actually going to test and compare it against some other products and decide whether I do actually want to use this on a thing I care about. So we're gonna start with the clay mitt. We're gonna compare this clay mitt to one of the other brands' clay block and a high quality traditional actual clay bar. So we're gonna compare all three of these against a control. We're gonna set that up on the hood, and then we're gonna have an unbiased observer come out and see if they can tell the difference between them. I don't know, words. Oh, you're our unbiased. You can't see what we're doing. You have to go away.
I can't see it, and I gotta come back later and see which one looks better?
Yeah, that's the idea.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a blind control. Double blind. You know, we do a lot of science around here.
We're gonna pee on the side of the road.
Okay, we're scientists. We're doing sciencey things with controls and variables. There might be a mouse somewhere, who knows?
Yes, science!
So just to keep it a little bit of a control across all four sections, we're gonna be using the same clay lube across all of them. Some of this Others brand. So this first one here, I'm gonna do with the Others brand clay block. I've had this thing for a while. I've used it before, and there's a reason that it's been just sitting on a shelf for a couple of years. It doesn't do nothing, but like, it's not impressive. We're not gonna use these couple that are used but still good. You know, clay bars are good for many uses until they get dirty. Just to make sure that we're being fair, I'm not gonna use the used ones. We're gonna open a fresh one. Let the second panel be the control.
Okay.
The problem with the clay bar, if you have a PPF or a paint protection film like I do, it has a tendency to catch on the edges. So it's always a pain to come back and recollect the little bits that get left behind. Oh God. All right, and for this last segment, we're gonna go ahead and use the Shine Armor clay mitt, and then we'll get our variable tester out here to see if she can tell a difference. I'm skeptical, man. We're gonna get up in here. Now that I've got clay fingies, let's see how good they do. I don't know what to think of this thing, man.
Yeah.
Come on, nerd. Start by telling us which one is the worst. See if you can tell which one is the untouched control.
Down here or up there?
Both. We did the whole thing, the PPF and the paint.
This one feels the dirtiest.
Well, that's good because that's the control. Now see if you can tell which one feels the best.
It's kind of tough. Honestly, they're really f***ing close. On the bra, this one is the best. On the clear bra. All three of them feel like the same to me.
So basically, all three of them perform about the same. Her opinion aligns right up with mine. I say all three products do the exact same thing if you're willing to put in the effort to do them. So if we're chalking it up to end result, they all score about evenly. But if we look at ease of use and value, I think there's a big difference, because you might not be able to tell the difference in end result between using a real clay bar and this clay mitt. But as I showed you when we were doing it, using a real clay bar can be a pain in the ass. If you have any kind of edges that you're dealing with that clay gets stuck into, that's a pain. And the ease of use for this mitt, just being a slip-on and have at it with your clay fingies, it's really easy to use. I've always been a hardcore real clay bar guy, but this does the same thing a lot easier. And if we look at the cost difference, I think that's an easy win as well.
But which one are you choosing?
Which one am I going to continue to use personally? I'll use these until they're dirty and done with because I've already bought them. But in the future, I see myself converting to these. Between a real expensive clay bar and this clay mitt from Shine Armor, I would continue to use the Shine Armor mitt. It's a lot easier, so.
About same.
That's how I feel about that. We're gonna remove the tape and then actually do the whole hood because it does need to be done. So let's do that. I like my clay fingies.
I mean, you're holding it.
What the fuck is that? More leftover mess from the real clay bar.
Looks like a real scratch.
It's clay that's just refusing to come off.
Yeah, now that we got the synthetic clay mitt out of the way, it's time to test the graphene ceramic spray and see how it measures up against the competitors. We're gonna do the same thing we did with the synthetic clay mitt, and we're gonna keep a control and we're gonna test it against the other products.
So we're gonna make sure we follow the directions on each one because anything that has any amount of ceramic in it, anything that's any kind of ceramic spray is gonna have very specific instructions. So we're gonna make sure we follow the directions on all 4 of these products to a T to make sure that it's a fair comparison. Shine Armor Graphene Ceramic Spray is a highly concentrated, simple to use, DIY graphene ceramic coating that is ready to go out of the box. It's perfect on its own or as an added layer of protection for your current ceramic coating or waxes. This graphene ceramic spray has extremely powerful hydrophobic properties that deeply enhances your shine with an easy spray and wipe process. It does say to shake the bottle first though. Oh, Jesus. There was a booger on the nozzle.
Do you ever look at someone and wonder what is going on inside their head?
That one looks better than that one. Yeah, that's not picking it up on camera, but this one looks way better than this one. And that one looks better than that one. That one looks better than this one, and that one looks better than that one and that one.
Just based off looks alone, the easy 2 winners are the Shine Armor and the chemical guys. But let's see how they repel water. So the 2 winners right now, as far as we can tell for water beating capability, are the chemical guys and the Shine Armor. They're, again, pretty same if you're willing to put in the work to do them properly. In order to test them even further, we're gonna leave these exactly like this, and we're running a rally tomorrow. So these rally days, you know, car gets just dirty as hell on these rallies. So at the end of the day tomorrow, we're gonna check back in and see if you can tell a difference in which one maintained the finish the best. Through the magic of editing, it's now after the rally. As you can tell by the car being super dirty and me being sunburned. Let's take a look at how the ceramic coating's held up. So one of the perks of a ceramic coating is supposed to be that it's easier to blast dirt off and make it easier to wash your car. And if that's true, then we should be able to blast off an observable difference of dirt from yesterday's rally using just the little reptile sprayer. Because that's the best I've got, because as you can see by it being snow blind out the window, everything is still snow and my water hoses are still frozen, so my reptile sprayer is the best I can do for you. It's getting old, man. March is almost over and we still have all of that. It's not funny anymore. It's a little baby car. You gotta water it so it can grow big and strong. Looking at just the water beating capabilities after a few days of dirty usage, it's easy to tell that the one that repels water the most is the Shine Armor. The others did do pretty well because they are all quality products. Kind of disappointed in the Chemical Guys because I've always been a big Chemical Guys fanboy, and it looks just as good as the other AutoZone off-the-shelf stuff. The one that repelled the most water is easily the stripe that we did in Shine Armor. It had the most that just rinsed right off immediately. It's not like they're paying me anything to say anything about it. I've always been perfectly happy with the other stuff, but we did a science here and it's an observable difference. The Shine Armor retained the most hydrophobic properties out of any of the other products we used. I don't mean to hype anything up, but I think we're probably gonna keep using Shine Armor. I mean, by cost, it's a better value, and it did the best in a very controlled, science-y way. We're gonna keep using that. So yeah, there you have it. That's all I got to say about that. See you later.
Burnout competition's next week, but that's cool.
Cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and